Everybody, it's Romania Black, and we are on volumes 23 and 24 of Kuroko's basketball, and we're getting near the end of the Kaijou game, which is a lot of fun. I'm really excited about it. Getting near the end of that, and judging by the cover, we are about to dive into the TEIKO Flashback that I have been... Basically, I have read this manga to get to volumes 23 and 24. The last part of it, although... I will say, I have a feeling that this cover that I'm looking at right now is going to be the cover of volume 24 and not the cover of volume 23, but I could be wrong. Because thinking about it, we have to finish up the rest of the Kaijou game and then preview the whole TEIKO flashback where, you know, Kuroko gets onto Kagami, they talk about the ring, Midorima finds the ring for Kagami, all of that. And then if we did the TEIKO flashback and it was volumes 23 or 24, 25, and then 26, we start the Rakuten game, that still leaves 27, 28, 29. That still leaves 4 volumes. That's a lot to get through. That's a lot. So I don't exactly know. We have so much content left in the manga, but we don't have a lot of content left in the anime. So I'm really curious how they're going to do this. Like, how are we going to do this, manga? What all have I missed? And I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to see what I've missed, to see what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen, but it should be a good time. I feel fine, but I've been losing my voice the last several days, so I've been gargling salt water, trying not to talk. I've been trying to conserve my voice for when I do these reactions, and then hopefully it will come back. I don't know why it's decided that now's the time, but so if I'm a little bit raspy, that's why. But I was like, well, good. Maybe that'll be a good thing that we won't have any scream-worthy moments this volume. Maybe. Maybe. But we'll have to see, right? So I'm really excited. Before we start, I want to give a very quick shout out over to our philanthropy tier over on Patreon to thank all the fellow patrons, all those that follow me on YouTube or subscribe, whatever that case may be. And to those in the philanthropy tier, thank you so much for supporting me and being so generous and kind. I'm really humbled and grateful, and I can't thank you all enough. So a special shout out obviously to patrons and subscribers, but especially to the philanthropy tier who get to break ties in the polls if we have them, and they get special shout outs each month in these videos. As well as all the other perks on the channel. So a special shout out to Edgar, to Dana, to Alex Cornejo, to Anime Annie, to Tyrone, to Kiri, to Be Happy, to Shimoyama, to Sunspots, Legatus Goob, Translucent Men, Anna, Matthew Palfinier, as well as Argent, Nameless Monster, and Shimoyama. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. All of my love. So yeah. We're not going to waste any more time. We're going to dive right in and see what happens in this volume set. I'm really excited. I hope you all are too. But we are going to start volumes 23 and 24 of Kuroko's basketball. And we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1. And let's do this. See, I had to stare at this cover for a minute because I thought it was darker than it should have been. I thought there was something wrong with the coloring. I was like moving my mouse around being like, is my screen darkening? No, the cover is like really tinted. It has like a shadow over it, which is really, you know, indicative of Kuroko being the shadow, but it also has like sepia tones. So it's also like looking at the past as well as the whole thing with Kuroko, but everybody just looks... There's like a haze of darkness over everything, like almost saying that while everybody looks so happy in this cover, things are not good. And notice that we don't see Murasaki Bara's face. We don't see Midorima very well. We see the two people closest to Kuroko, which is Almine and Kise, and we see Kise like giving Kuroko the pat and Almine with the fist bump. It's basically all of the trauma that Kuroko's about to get involved in is indicated in this one cover, so that's nice. That's great. Oh, Tadatoshi Fujimaki. When I have to greet a big group of people, I get nervous and my hands and voice start shaking like crazy. I asked a friend what I should do and they said it happens because I want to give a good impression. I'm just too self-conscious. That comment shook me in a different way. Oh, it's like you try to get help from your friends and they're like, oh, well, it's this one thing. You're like, well, now I need double therapy, so thank you. Oh, man. Aha, yeah, there we go. Under a blue sky. Oh my gosh. There we go. The clear blue sky where things went wrong. Yep. Wow. I can see why they used the other cover, but man. Okay. 2008. That's so crazy. Oh, wow. Hey, we got an updated cover page and everyone looks like they should. Yay. All right, man. Everybody is updated and does not look like their original manga selves. That's really great. I like that Kasamatsu gets featured as well. That's really nice. And then Akashi, Atsushi. Yeah, all the Generation Miracles plus Katsumatsu and Kagami. Nice. Okay, chapter 199 to 217. So we get chapter 200 in this, which is exciting. A tall order. Oh, look at Teppei trying to be like somewhat coy. We know better. We know better. Oh my gosh. The timeout, yeah, 70 to 77. And Seirin is barely hanging on, right? If we can figure out which move Kise will copy, Kagami could stop them. Yeah, if you just know, right? Misdirection doesn't read moves. It just picks on mannerisms and habits. Tetsuya has always trained by observing people. Ah, I see. That's interesting because Akashi, as we come to find out, was the one that was teaching Kuroko to be observant. And so it's kind of like Akashi kind of trained his own, his own doom in a sense. But he's like, they're going to bait him. Yeah, I like Akashi's already figured it out, which is terrifying because that shows us that Akashi can think on Kuroko's level, which means that Rakuzen's going to be a big, big challenge for them because he can always know what they're thinking about, right? Okay, the final 2 minutes. Oh my God. And they're like, well, this is just doom and gloom all around, isn't it? Everybody's pumped. Oh my gosh. Yep, and then here we go. Made both shots. Yep, 5 points with 1:47, which, as we've seen in the series, is very doable. Ooh. I feel like Kise doesn't look as intense as he did before. It's almost like this one moment, like in the last volume, Kise, when he was using the perfect copy, he looks so intimidating. And here he looks a lot more subdued. So I wonder if that was just like that break with the free throws, like maybe slowed Kise down, or maybe the mangaka's like, oh, we're fine now. Maybe. I like that Almine and Himuro don't say anything. They know what's up. Yes. Oh, that's so cool. I love Almine faded behind Kise. That's great. Get past him. Oh. Okay. Those crazy strong legs. And then, yes, of course, Murasaki Bara blocking the shot. Everything. If it goes out. I forgot about Hyuga going for it. Yes. Yes. Look at this. Yes. And they jumped for it. I'm good. Oh, you're bleeding. Oh. From his mouth. Yeah, it's just my lip. It's fine. Focus on what you can do. We believe in you. I love that. I love that Kuroko's on a team that believes in him and believes that he can solve it, and he gets so fired up. Like I know that Kuroko had such great relationships at TEIKO with Almine and them, but he didn't have this. And it's just like, it warms my heart. All right, Seirin's not backing down. Going all out. And everybody's just like, the Generation of Miracles are just watching quietly. 59 seconds. Oh my God. Oh no, there it is. 39 seconds. And they're up by 1 point. This is Seirin. I like that everybody else is like giving up on them, but Akashi is like, they have one final chance to predict his moves since Kaijou's now on offense. Unless Kuroko can come up with an answer. Question. Please list Murasaki Bara's top 3 favorite flavors of snacks. All right. 1 is cream stew, which is so weird. 2 is stone boiled bibimbap. What? And squid ink pasta. What? That's so weird. For somebody that likes sweets, those are all like, the cream seems like just the stew and stone and squid ink. They sound like savory flavors, except for the cream. That's so bizarre. I don't know. Is Squid Ink must be like a European and Oriental, like Asian thing, because Squid Ink is not present at all in the U.S. Like, no, I have never seen Squid Ink flavored anything here in the US. But if I watch Great British Baking Show, everybody's using squid ink to like flavor bread and stuff. And then you see squid ink stuff. Like, I have no clue what squid ink tastes like. I don't imagine it's good, but I don't know. I'm just sitting here like, what is that? But we don't have squid here in the US. So, I mean, we have calamari, but that's like the most we get. And then Stone Bowl Bibimbap. Don't know what this is. You people and your other flavors. And your cultured palates. The answer. I love that Kagami is the cover of chapter 200. Seems fitting. All right, the timeout. What are we gonna do? I like that Hayama's like, yikes. That's really cute. And then we're thinking Seirin's gonna lose. No, I like that Mabuchi's like, didn't you listen to Akashi? Nothing is decided yet. Like, I love it. This is Kuroko, though. He might betray our expectations in grand fashion. I love that Akashi thinks that Kuroko may just, be a wild card. That's funny. Uh-huh. And then Kuroko's like, I kind of understand. Oh, I like that they have, like, the ice pack pressed up against Kuroko. Yeah, I remember thinking it was Kagami doing it in the anime and then was thoroughly disappointed when we found out it was, like, the first years. And so we're out of options. I like that Teppei's like, let's just have fun till the very end. It's great. And then Kagami, it ain't your fault. All right. Here we go. I love that Aomine the whole time is just looking at Kuroko. Aomine having eyes only for Kuroko. Like, my Aokuro heart is just such X vibes. Such X vibes. And then Kise being like, what's happening? What's going on? Okay. So what is this? Run and gun. Oh, that's such a good double spread. Look at that. That looks so good. Nice. Nice. And I love that Hayama is trying to ask Mabuchi what's going on. Mabuchi's like, let me watch the game. I don't know. They're desperate. Oh, but what do we do? What do we do? Okay. A 3-pointer. Oh my God. Nobody expected what happened next. Oh, yes, Hyuga! Yes! Oh my God. I love it. All right. I'm screwed. He's going for the steal. And then, yes, Kuroko. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Oh, look at Kise's face. Oh, I love that Kuroko's like, just play like I'm not here. And then he jumped in and got the ball to Kagami. I feel like in the anime, they really over-dramatized that, like, intensely. They made that such a big deal. And here it just happens like nothing. Okay, but we still have 28 seconds, right? Another lead change. Yeah, 28 seconds left. Oh my God. We still have time. Oh my God. And Kuroko with his bed head. Yes, yes. Kagami, I know the answer. Oh, all right. Come at me. I love that Kuroko's like, come at me. Let's go. Oh my God. Oh, these cliffhangers. I cannot imagine reading this week to week would have been hard. It would have been really hard. Question. Why does Kuroko-kun wear wristbands on both wrists during each game? Kuroko's passing puts a heavy strain on his wrists, so those wristbands are sort of like placebos in place of actual wraps. They're also good luck charms for him. Oh, that's such an answer, because the mangaka is going to explain the wristbands very soon, and they're just like, oh, well, just putting it out there. How dare. They know exactly what they're doing. And there's Akashi, Himuro, Murasakibara, and Aomine watching. I like that Midorima could not be bothered, right? Okay. For the first time ever, Kise was disappointed in Kuroko. His man-to-man was the oldest trick in the book. Oh, but Kise, give it all you got. Oh, I love the claustrophobia of the shot with Hyuga and Izuki back-to-back. You can just feel how tense it is, and you can feel the movement. That's really, really good. And then Himuro's like, Kaijou's a fierce opponent. I was feeling let down, but was I wrong? He always gives it his all. I came to respect that dull little dude. That dull little dude. Kise calling Kuroko that dull little dude that's his rival. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm not the biggest Kuroko and Kise shipper necessarily, but I do love their friendship a lot. He was vigilant about not being careless, but he never saw Kuroko's next coming move. All right, and that's when he drives past him, but then there's Kagami. Oh, but then he uses the ankle break from Almine. And slipped past, and then was going past all of them. And then, yeah, and then he decides to use the tornado burrito, the Thor's hammer. And then Kagami's like, oh, this is all according to Cake. And then, yep, Kuroko picks out his trends, his patterns. He's going to do this and then that and then that. They led me to this spot. For Azuki to come in with the spear! Yeah! Yes! Oh my god, yes! And then it knocked it out of his hands. Oh. But Kise says, the ball's still live. I've got teammates I'm supposed to count on. The ace's job is to lead the team to victory. And he hit it back to Kasamatsu. Oh my god. Oh. And then Almine saying, I thought that trauma of losing twice would have made him think twice. But he fired off the past without thinking. You jerk. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love that. I love Almine being like, all right. And then Kasamatsu, if I don't sink this, I'm not a real man. Ooh. Okay, question. How did Alex get into Kagami's apartment? She said, please, to the landlord in the sexiest way possible. Oh my god. I would have been mad at that landlord, been like, excuse me, that's still trespassing. Chapter 201. 202. Never imagined. Oh, I forget the end of this. I forget the end of this match. Because he aims and he hits it right and it goes in, right? Oh my god. With 3 seconds left. Oh my god. I love that shot of them on the bench. It's over, so we're facing Kaijou. No. Akashi's like, no. And then I like the Himuro's like, there's 4 seconds left. But we were prepared for this. Oh. Was everything done on purpose? I never imagined things would get so out of hand. Didn't I tell ya? Oh, Kagami-kun, run! Just as planned. Oh my god, yes. And then Kise running after him. Oh my god, yes. 2 seconds. Oh my god, it's not over yet. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, Kise. Go for it, Kagami. Oh. The meteor jam. Oh my god. I'm gonna miss. The dunk's gonna miss. Kagami-kun. Oh my god, it's not done yet. And he purposefully made it go past Kise and hit the backboard. Ah, the trust, the shipping. Yes, please. To Kuroko. Yes. I forgot that's how this ended. Oh my god, yes. Look at that. Oh. And there it is. Kuroko's face. Look how fiery he looks. He intentionally made it miss to go back to him. Question. What foods do each of the Miracle Generation guys really hate? Akashi hates brown seaweed, or all seaweed, really. So I'm guessing he's not a sushi eater. Almine, Goya, it's too bitter. Kise ate eel. He swallowed a bone once. I don't like eel either, so I understand. It's too fishy for me. Kuroko is cola. He can't deal with the carbonation. Midorima is natto. Can't stand the smell. I don't think I would like natto. Murasaki Bar is carrots. He just doesn't like them. Me either. And then Momoy is kimchi. It's too spicy. Huh. I definitely agree with Midorima and Murasaki Bara and Kise for sure. But I love seaweed because I love sushi, so disagree with Akashi, surprising no one. And then that's it. Oh my god. Seirine wins the miraculous turn of events by number 11. I love that little shot of Kagami there where he's like, yeah. Like his little picture there. That's so cute. And everybody running off the bench from Seirine. That's great. Oh, that's so cute. I love that it's split in half. On the one page, you have Kuroko like in shock and all of Seirine cheering. And on the other hand, you have basically Kaijou like with their loss. Oh yeah, this shot. We really lost. That panel of Kise is one of my favorite shots of him. It's so pained, but it's so beautiful. And Kagami, the empath. Look at Kagami. He's like, Kise. Like, just, ah! So good. Twice you've beaten me. He's like, you really are strong, but we couldn't stop you. Oh. Next time we're going to win, so get ready for next year. Yeah, oh, I have no doubt they're going to beat him next year, right? He's going to be even tougher next year. Yeah, no. He's a great player, Kise-kun of Kaijou. Aww. I love the one guy that gives Izuki, like, the chest bump there. Aww, and the one guy with Teppei, that's so cute. You better win for us. Look at Kasamatsu looking like the most handsome man that ever handsomed. That's like the best he's ever looked. Look at him. And then, yeah, my foot's feeling it now, but it's over now. I like that when Murasaki Bara cries and is an ugly crier, it's because he's sad that he lost. And here Kise, he's sad that he lost too. It's like, I like that little connection between Murasaki Bara and Kise. They both are the ugly criers when their team loses. He's like, I wanted to win with you guys. We know, buddy. That's the sweetest thing. The sweetest thing. Bless Kise. He's so good. Let's go, Satsuki. One more game to go. Uh-huh. Rakazan versus Seirine. Gook. Okay. I love that everybody's like, I'm so happy I could die. I love that they don't show us that smiley face. I'm so glad they showed it to us at the very end, but I was like, how dare you tease us with that? That's so not even funny, right? All right. We've got to win this next one. Oh my God. Oh, and Kagami, I lost my ring. Yep. Okay, he's got to go look for it. And I like you go with Kagami-kun, Kuroko, because everybody knows they're dating, right? It's just, of course. Are you looking for this? And then it's Midorima. Why does Midorima look so innocent there? He looks so timid. What is this? What is this? He's like, oh, I take it you beat Kise. Well, like you weren't standing in the corner wearing your sunglasses watching. To think you've earned the right to face Akashi. Like it's a privilege, right? Don't talk like you're so high and mighty. Exactly. Exactly. I like that Midorima says, no reason. I was just naturally lost in thought. Uh-huh. He's like, I know how it's going to end, right? I'm going to watch your game. Naturally. I like that Midorima ends a lot of his sentences with the word naturally. Are you going to cheer on Akashi? Why would I, fool? I would never. And Akashi doesn't require support because he's strong. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, I like Kagami's like, yes, we know. You came close to winning. Oh, and then there's Takao saying Kuroko. Oh. He's like, it's just like last summer, huh? I like that Takao's like, fine. He's like, I'll let Midorima have this moment. It's like, good luck tomorrow. Oh, yes. There are two of him. Kuroko's right over there. Ask him. I love that Midorima's like, I'm going to open up this can of worms and let you think about it, and then I'm going to leave. Bye. Okay. He's like, what is this? He's like, I'll tell you later. What? Don't brush me off. I want to tell everybody. You should know everything about our past. Wow, what a way to preview. Oh my God. Question. What exactly is Rico's special dish with all the supplements in it? Supplement pilaf. Oh my God. Okay. And so then, oh my gosh, Kagami's helping them cook. Oh God, get Rico away. He's like, we want black pepper, not jalapeno peppers. Oh no, girl. I like Kagami and her cooking together. That's really cute. Who said you could move my furniture around? Oh my gosh, yes. Oh wow. So they're all having this story at Kagami's house with the food. Yep, just like the anime. Everyone's a critic. I love that. I think it was so cute that Kagami and Rico cooked together. That's really sweet. So, okay, everybody's like, shut up. Good story time with Kuroko. This has something to do with finals. Let's go. Oh, Kuroko started in 5th grade. I saw a game on TV. It looked fun. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Haikyuu because Shoyo saw a game on TV and that's why he wanted to play too. Very similarly. There was no junior league in my area, so I practiced by myself. That's also very much like Shoyo Hinata from Haikyuu. Very similar. One day, another boy spotted me and reached out. We became fast friends. And we attended different schools. In 6th grade, he moved away and we made a pact that we joined. Even from behind, they kind of look like Kagami, so I'm like, okay. That we'd face off one day. He quit basketball and it was my fault. And I doubt he'll ever forgive me. I should start from the beginning. It was April the year after we made our pact, and I started attending TEIKO Middle School. Wow! So we're only on chapter 204, and this one volume goes to chapter 217, and then we still have another volume. Okay. Okay, we've got a lot. Under a clear blue sky. Yeah. Okay. And so we have like all of them joining middle school. There's like LARPers everywhere. And Kuroko reading his little light novel like Belle from Beauty and the Beast, calling back to the first episode. And then, yep. Oh, and they skipped him for the literature club to give it to Midorima. That's interesting. He's like, my lucky item. And then Kise, Murasaki, Bara. Yep, they're all there. And then we see the car. Yep, drop you off here. Your father asked me to drive you to the front gate. Never mind my father. It only made me a laughingstock to show up that way. I ought to be free at school if nowhere else. So see, already I do like that characterization of Akashi. I don't feel like it was like that in the anime, but I already like that Akashi's like, I want to be free. I should be free here if nowhere else. So that automatically sets up with Akashi. 1, he's not free at home. And 2, he's seeking the school as a sanctuary. So already, I like that characterization. I'm all on board with that. Cool. I like that. It feels very Shu vibes from Tsurune. So that's nice. And then the promise. Let's join the basketball club. So yep, they all join TEIKO. And they get the whole thing about the hard practices and everything. And we get this with the coaches. And Kuroko's like stealing himself with his resolve, right? And then Kise's like, I'll join that sport some other time, right? And then everybody, the third string. Oh, I like that Kuroko like doesn't want to be in 3rd string. But he made it to 3rd string, yep. And that's so sad, that little melancholy face that Kuroko meets where he's like, you could tell he's very disappointed because he wanted to make 1st string to play his friend, but he's like, I like that he lifts his head up like, oh, I'm gonna be fine, gonna work my hardest and do this. Yep. I thought no first years ever made first string, and 4 of them did. The TEIKO arc. Oh man, it gets an official name and everything. Wow. And they all look like little babies. Little babies. They all look like little middle school babies. Wow. Chapter 204. Okay. All right, we're starting this. Question. Akashi-kun says he's never lost at anything, but does that mean he's never lost at rock, paper, scissors? He hasn't. But he sees winning at silly games like that as just as bad as losing, so he avoids them. Okay. Chapter 205, you just don't know. All right. And so then, of course, we have the third string trying to get better and better and like watching the games and everything, and Kuroko trying to play. And then they're talking about the scrimmage, and Kuroko sees the first string. Oh, is that Nijimura in the front? Nice. Who's the guy with the big nose? I feel like we've seen the guy in the big nose, but he stands out, but we never do anything with his character, right? But I like that. I like that we can see, and you see Haizaki in the front there, right? With the blonde, with the white hair, right beside Nijimura, and Akashi's looking at him. Nice. Okay. All right. I've got to make it next time. And then his friend is like sending him the letters talking about how he's still working hard. And Kuroko keeps trying, keeps practicing. But it's just not getting any better. And this is when Almine meets him. Yep. Yep, Satsuki-chan. Okay. Now see, look at Akashi there. He looks so soft. He says, careful there. Oh yeah, thanks. I'm grateful for your constant support. Yeah, I at least look so soft there and kind, right? Says you've been lost in thoughts lately. Yeah. Is this what happened at All Middle? We won, but it was too close, too often. Thinking about next year and the year after, I can't see us maintaining a solid record. The coach and the president are concerned. Shouldn't it be enough if we apply ourselves? The problem isn't our talent, but the team's approach to basketball is too by the book. It causes us to be slow to react to off-the-wall strategies. We need a way to transform a useful 6-man to alter the flow of any given game. A player like that would work. And see, I don't disagree with them that they should transform and they shouldn't be orthodox, that they should be different. But dear God, you didn't have to go that far. You didn't have to be that crazy, right? But I know it's not Akashi. I know it's the coaches and the strategy, but still. Aw, and then there's Almine being all dorky meeting Kuroko. That's so cute. They just look like such babies. Such babies. Look at how adorable they look. They look so cute. I can't take it. I met a guy who loves basketball maybe even more than me. And then, based on the fall advancement, none of you are moving up to second string. Think about what you're lacking and work in each area. And this part here, you're not suited for basketball. We have a lot more members. I know you've been trying hard, but that effort's not reflected in the rankings where you've dropped. You'll probably never play in an actual game. That is so awful. I mean, I know that the guy is trying to be blunt, but like to discourage this kid from playing just because, like, to discourage someone who's trying so hard, like that is awful to me. Like, it would be one thing if Kuroko was slacking and he was just there and he wasn't doing anything and he wasn't getting better. Then I'd be like, okay, you're not really trying. Like, maybe you should join another club, or we don't have room for everybody and you're not putting in the work. But Kuroko putting in the work, it's so disheartening because it's like, what kind of adult educator are you? Right? I hate it. It's awful. And then, I hated this moment in the anime. I hated watching Kuroko, like, crying up against the beam. No. I don't know what to do. And that's when he tells Amine he's going to quit. And Amine says, nobody's useless to our team. And that's what, we go back to the whole wasted effort thing. That's what hurt Kuroko so much back during the Seirei and Toho game, is because Aomine was like, oh, this is all just wasted effort. And Kuroko was like, where's the guy that told me that that wasn't a thing? So you understand why he felt so bad about it at the time. If you give up, you've got no chance at all. And that's when Akashi notices Kuroko. You have a hidden talent quite unlike ours. And then, yeah, Akashi with his cat eyes, our sixth man. Question. In volume 20, what's the name of Miyagi's senpai's favorite pop idol girl and her nickname? Also, I'm curious, what group is she in? Mia. It's like answering all the questions at once, right? And then Akashi's asking Kuroko some questions. Oh, wow. Look at them in middle school. You see them all. Yep. They still look young there. I mean, they look a little bit older than they did at the start, but they're still looking like middle schoolers. Aw. All right. You're the first I've met. Someone who devotes so much himself to the sport and yet has little to show. I love Kuroko's face. He's like, that's a backhanded compliment. Yep. He's like, that's not what I meant. You're not You're not athletic, but you have decent reflexes. Your sports IQ is rather high. I look at you and I see nothing. As an athlete, you have no presence, but it makes you unique. It's not a fault, but it's your strength. It could make you into a force. Oh, and then Akashi's like, that's all I can say. I'm like, oh, bullshit. Come on. To get him to develop the technique. Yep. I like the panel where Akashi's going one way and Kuroko's going the other way. Nice. Once you find your answer, it won't be apparent with the traditional testing. And then Midorima, like, of course, eavesdropping because he's a loner and he does stuff like that, right? And then Akashi's like, I feel potential in him, but he's still a perfect stranger, not even a friend. It's not my duty to help someone like that. I've simply lowered a rope. Whether or not he starts to climb depends on him. And there is, like, I do like that the way that it's phrased here in the manga a little bit more than the anime. I don't know what to think about Akashi being... I don't know what to think about the way that it's framed with Akashi being like the ladder that's dropped down to Kuroko, right? I don't know how I feel about that because on the one hand, I like the fact, I guess that's why I like later that Kuroko finds a way to make stuff his own and move past it, because it almost makes it seem like at this point in the story that Akashi's like, well, it's all because of me that Kuroko made it this far, which granted kind of is, but the way that he phrased it is almost kind of like a savior complex sort of situation. I know that's not exactly what it is, but I just feel like, it just feels like the way that it's phrased here is Akashi's like, well, because I'm so benevolent, I threw down the rope and it's his, decision whether to climb it or not. I don't know. I'm not keen on Kuroko having to rely upon somebody to teach him things, but he's kind of done that all along. He kind of did that without Mine and shooting. He's done that with Kagami, so I guess that's nothing new. It's just, I like how it's phrased better in the manga than the anime, I guess is my thesis. And Kuroko's like, I'm gonna keep trying. And Amine's so happy about that. I love it. I love how happy he is. And then he's like working on passing. Yep. And the two of them together. It's so weird because young Aomine is a lot like Kagami. A lot like it. And he's like, I don't think so. Do you think Akashi was messing with you? I'd break down and cry if that were true. Okay. And they talk about like what they're supposed to be doing. And Kuroko says, I shouldn't aim to be a point guard. It would be pointless if Akashi's doing that job. And then, he's like, you tried playing point guard. I'm terrible at shooting, so I need to pass, I guess. Huh. And then, yay! That's when Aomine does the whoosh pass, the banana pass. Some crazy curb pass. That's so cute. I love that. And then he goes in to get the book about misdirection. Yep. To create something new, you have to discard all preconceived notions. Yep. And that's when he finds the thing about misdirection, like a magic trick. Mm-hmm. Yep. Even more invisible than before. They look so young there. I'll never get over how young they look. Yep. In the context of a game. Oh, and there's Nijimura. There he is. He's the one you mentioned. For real? Him? Oh my god, he seems like a delinquent. I love this. Yes. And then, okay. And he's got the little thing they're going to show you about passing. Here's your one chance, Fancy. Don't let us down. Best of luck. I love that he keeps going back to the letters that his friend, that Ogawara sent him to use it as motivation. Mm-hmm. And then, yep, pass the ball between them. Ah, and look at Nijimura and the coach. And look at Akashi. Because this is Akashi's answer. The answer Akashi was looking for to be unorthodox is Kuroko and the coaches. That's a good panel. Look at that. All right. How tall were the Miracle Generation guys plus Kuroko when they started middle school? Oh, Akashi was 5'2". Almine was 5'9". Kise was 5'7". Midorima was 5'8". Murasakibara was 6'1", and Kuroko was 5'1". So yeah, so they were a lot shorter. That's cute. Although Murasakibara still being taller than me in middle school. What the heck? Welcome. All right. And then there we go. I like Nijimura. Like him just being so shocked by all this. I love his expressions. And then, yep, it's misdirection. A technique used by a magician to lead the eye. Uh-huh. I love it. I love that Kuroko uses, he's doing a magic trick. That's great. I like Nijimura's like, did you know it would work out this way? And Akashi's like, I didn't see it going this way exactly. He exceeded my expectations truly. Of course, Akashi's excited by this because this means there's a chance for them to win. And Nijimura's like, okay. And then we have the coach. All right. Test him out in a game. If he turns out to be useless, then that's that. Like Akashi. I love that they're considering the words of this middle school child as, you know, as Akashi says, we need a change. I love that Akashi, who's a middle schooler, his words are like being considered as serious and very relevant. Does he have what it takes to help us win? That's all that matters. Okay. And then everybody's kind of upset that Kuroko's getting advanced to first string. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then he's like, thank you. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, and I like Momoi's just like, you're joining first string? Really? He's the kid Dai-chan was talking about? Oh my god. She doesn't fall for him until he gives her the damn the popsicle stick. And then, oh, yep, and then there's Nijimura. Welcome to the first string. Nice. Oh, and you see Haizaki there in the background? Nice. And the guy with the nose. And Nijimura. From this moment on, you have one mission: to win. Okay. And Midorima, of course. I love that even back then Midorima was saying naturally. He's like, I have a hard time believing it naturally. Baby Midorima is the cutest. He's so sweet, like with his little lower eyelashes and his glasses. And then, oh, you're late, Haizaki. It won't happen again, I promise. And then he bumps into Kuroko. Oh my god. For real, this shrimp. There is a way that his face is drawn, though, that's very much like Nijimura's. So I can already see, like, where the connection between the two of them are. But I can't hate Haizaki as a little kid. He's just a little brat. All right. And then Kuroko's, like, about to hurl. Oh, my gosh. Okay. And there you go for some bonus practices. He's like, not today. He'll get used to it. Okay. Murasakibara, he's no good. All right. Why are these? Oh, these are older kids, but still they're in middle school. Why do they have abs? Middle schoolers should not have abs. Nope. I agree in regards to Kuroko. Naturally. I just imagine that it's something in Japanese that Midorima ends every sentence with that is just being translated in English to the word naturally, and it's absolutely hilarious. And then there's Nijimura. You didn't mean to tell them yet. Oh, it's not official, but it's just a scrimmage. The handicap is first years only. Ah, okay. I love Midoriya's little face, like, first years only. How cute. And Haizaki. You said you got a cell phone, Kuroko. I recently got one too, so we can text each other. Oh. Oh my gosh. If he doesn't pull his weight, he's cut instantly. But we know how it goes, right? Which is harder to think up, the main story or the bloopers? The bloopers, in a sense. It's funny. Okay, so we see Murasaki Bara's locker. He has chips, chippies, choco pon-pons, yummy crackers. Oh my god. It's just snacks. And here's the cover for volume 24. Time to go. Oh man, yeah. This TEIKO flashback is going to take a lot longer than I thought. Tadatoshi Fujimaki. I received the following letter from a fan. Fujimaki-sensei. To even be able to write such charming characters, you must be as smooth as Kuroko, as hot-blooded as Kagami, as cool as Kise, as wild as Almine, as quirky as Midoriyama, as tall as Murasaki Bara, and as smart as Akashi. Someone like that wouldn't need to draw manga for a living. Oh god, we start out the volume with the chapter saying, I'm fine. What? No. She's like, this is basically TEIKO is just, this is fine. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. And so then we have the strongest team of all. I like that you see Akashi kind of in the middle meditating. And again, Haizaki and Nijimura, their faces look very similar and they're side by side with one another. Any word? Nah, nothing. Okay. And then just munching. Stop being nervous, Tetsu. Okay. Oh, wait, that one guy was not Haizaki. Oh, he says, give it here. Sorry, dude, I'm coming down with something. Oh, you're sick. I got a fever and a cold. Wasn't this in an audio drama? Wasn't this the audio drama with Nijimura? Wasn't this that? Okay. He overslept and pretending he's sick. I'll make him pay later. Interesting. Also, what a delinquent. Look at Haizaki. He has like his on his wall is a poster of a girl with like garter socks and everything. What a troll. All right. And in Haizaki's place is Kuroko. There we go. And so then, yep. Oh, he's like, he's like Bambi. And he tripped and fell and busted his nose. Yep. There we go. I just love the little image of Kuroko landing on his feet. That's the cutest thing ever. Oh my god. You sure don't look fine. Oh my god. 1 second, Nijimura, you're in. Okay. I'll save the lecture first. Let's win this. But we didn't do anything wrong! That's funny. Nijimura is like all attitude, no nonsense at all. He's very much, he feels like a second or third year, right? He's been traumatized by the TEIKO system for at least a year, unlike these bright-eyed, bushy-tailed kids. All right. And then Nijimura, I love him though. I like the presence Nijimura has. It's great. All right. So Nijimura, it says they're only first years. Is Nijimura really a first year? I thought he was a second year. Besides Nijimura. Okay. Then how did he get to play? Okay. And then, yep. Oh, I like that Murasaki Bara tries to crush him and he says the crushing line and Kuroko's like, please stop. I like that Murasaki Bara is told to knock it off by Midoriyama. That's fun. And Almine's like, put it together, Tetsu. I love that Almine's rooting for him. Okay, but they're leading by 30 points. Like, that shouldn't be... Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Satsuki made his bento box. No. We still got another game today when you make your comeback. Oh. I'm demoting him. Oh no. Oh. I don't remember this. We've got the Eagle Eye, Hawkeye, and Emperor Eye. What's the name of Riko's eye-based technique? Analyzer Eye. She's like, that's not cute. That's funny. Chapter 209, you can do it. He's not cut out for this. I'm demoting him. Oh, and Almine stood up for him. Oh. And Akshi's questioning whether he was right or not. He played well during the test. Maybe his misdirection wasn't that effective. Oh. And then Kuroko goes to take it to Almine. Oh. If he screws up again, you can demote me too. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ow, Kuro, hearts unite. Dummy. Are you that confident in them? No, not really. But he's going to help us out sooner or later. It's hard to explain, but I have a feeling. Oh, Mine. Oh, Mine. Almine sticking up for him. Yes. I'm holding you to that promise. Okay. Why'd you stand up for me? It ticks me off that guy wouldn't give you a chance. All sorts of people get chances. Guys put in the effort and some who don't. I'm hoping it's the hard workers who grab that chance. But I'm always hoping the hard workers grab that chance by the horns. Why should you get demoted too? Don't even think about it. Just show your stuff in the next game. You've still got this chance left. You can pull it off. You can do it. Oh my God, look at his face. Look at his face. Oh. That is the best Almine baby face I've ever seen. And Kuroko, oh my God, like just knowing how deep their friendship was and knowing how deep it was, oh my God, it's just going to make everything hurt so much more when he loses it. Oh, Fujimaki, why are you doing this? Why are you making them so good? Why? Oh my God. And then there's Haizaki. Oh my God. Yes, just like the audio drama. Yes, yes. Great. Coach is just as savage. Okay. This seems like that he's not the main coach, but the assistant coach, like the one that screws everything up. Okay. All right. And stamina. Okay. And Kuroko's been watching. Yep. So then what? You need to adjust the power behind your passes. We move much faster than that. What sort of person would you say has presence? A cheerful one. There are too many factors to sum it up in a word. Your natural lack of presence gives you a big advantage, but you're going to turn this style into a weapon. You have to manipulate your invisibility on a conscious level. Part of that will involve keeping your emotions completely hidden. Fighting spirit is great, but keep it under wraps. And that explains why up until this last game when Kuroko was getting all fired up, he's hidden that emotion from the beginning. Oh, that's a great visual of him just fading into the light. Fading into the light. That's cool. Okay, I like that. And then there it is. I love that Akashi's like, okay, good, it's working. And Almine is just being like, yeah, that's Tetsu for you. Oh my God. Yep. And then it worked. The Phantom Sixth Man. They were all going smooth. Yep. The rumors about him. Okay. Question. Please tell me each of the Miracle Generation members' best subjects in school. Kuroko's is modern Japanese or classic literature. Almine's is Japanese history, if forced. Murasakibara is physics. I guess the tornado burrito, I guess. Kise's is English, if forced to say. Midorima is biology and chemistry, and Akashi is all subjects. Why are we not surprised? Quit being a show-off and pick one. Oh my God. Figured as much. Okay. I love that Almine bonks him, being like, you don't get a uniform yet. And then they're practicing. You ought to be playing better than this. Are you even trying, Kuroko-chin? Uh-huh. All right. And Nijimura Akashi found a weird one. Okay. It's thanks to him that this team might just get interesting. Thanks to Kuroko. Okay. Interesting. I'm really entranced by Nijimura. He has a really cool presence. And so then, yeah. Oh, and Elmine's like, have you shrunk? And Kuroko's like, no, you've just grown. And then there's Haizaki with a girl walking away. Okay. Yep, these middle school boys, they're starting to get bigger. Yep. Almine says he has a good sense for the game, but I don't like the guy. We're going to be late if we don't pick up the pace. And that's when they see Kise. Okay. All right. So it's all leading up to this. When we won all middle school last year, the Basketball Monthly headline called them the Miracle Generation. A bunch of prodigies. Okay. It's a little different, but he'll earn his own rumors soon enough. He's going places too. Tetsuya, you'll be officially on the bench starting next game with jersey number 15. Aww. I like Nijimura looking over at him like, okay, did we make a right decision? Are you going to help us? And then Almine being all excited. And Kuroko, it doesn't feel real. And actually saying this isn't just for show. One additional thing. Our starting lineup has traditionally seen a rotation of second and third year players, but going forward, our team will focus on Akashi in the second years. That's all. Nijimura. Oh, because they're third years. Yeah, I figured as much. I'm not shocked. Ever since they joined, I knew the day was coming sooner or later. Just so happens it was today. So what are you going to do now? Interesting. Okay. Wow. That seems like such a weird thing to tell your team. Like to say, oh, hey, these second years that have made a name for themselves, we're only going to focus on them now. And so you guys are just like, whatever, but keep practicing, I guess. Like, that's such a weird thing to do. Like, TEIKO, why would you do that? Like, if you keep starting them and then they ask, like, then explain it, but don't just, like, preface that for your team. Weird. And then Kuroko's still texting his friend. Aw, congrats. Hopefully we'll see each other in the middle of the summer. It's gonna happen. Oh, his little face where he's like, yeah. That's so cute. Oh. Okay. And then Momoy saying your uniform arrived. And this is before she was infatuated with him. Yep. And then Kise shows up. Yep. And then Kise's here. And then there they are. And Almine's like, why are you giving me a nickname? But he doesn't seem at all, like, mad about it. He's like, okay, this is kind of weird. Cool. And then, yep, we get the whole thing with Kise learning from him. Okay. I want a different mentor. Yes, that's so funny. That's cute. And then Akashi. Coach wants to talk to you about something. Nijimura. Okay. Make Akashi captain. Is Riko's papa about to get a divorce? What? Knock it off, you. Why would they ask that question? What? Why? That's so weird. Chapter 211, see ya. I like that each one of the panels so far has been a different player with their back turned, showing that they're all starting to go separate ways. It's very foreboding. Make Seijiro Akashi captain. Okay. Starter or not, you're still captain. You'll hold the team together like always, since there's been no problems with your work so far. We saw this coming, but still chose you. The title of TEIKO's captain isn't something that's passed around willy-nilly. I understand that, but Akashi's way more qualified than me. There are times I get too worked up during games. I'm decent at leading, but it feels like our personalities are a little different. You're the one who recommended Akashi for vice captain when he was the first year. Okay, why are you eager to yield their position? My father was hospitalized. There's no telling what could happen if something goes wrong. And I stepped off the court mid-game and I had to run to the hospital. I wouldn't be able to keep playing with any composure. I like this says, I love basketball, but I was scared to admit this stuff about my dad. That's why I never say anything. I'm very sorry. Okay. Oh, Nishimura, I like this face. He's just like, it's interesting because Nishimura doesn't seem to trust Akashi. Like, or he's kind of like, he's guarded around Akashi. You're captain now. I'm worried about you, Nishimura-san, which is why I have no doubt with you at all. See, what's interesting here is that Akashi doesn't seem overwhelmed, or he doesn't seem like anxious or sad or angry about the decision to become captain. And he's a second year at this point, so it's not like if he was a first year, I would probably question Nishimura and be like, "What are you doing?" But he's a second year. He's proven himself. He's been vice captain for a year, and honestly, I don't blame Nishimura and his reasoning. I totally understand that Nishimura's like, my dad, you know, if I have to leave, I don't want to leave the team in disarray, and making Akashi the captain. I feel like Nishimura was also trying to, in his own way, like prep Akashi for being a captain his third year. Like, here, you guys are good. You don't need me anymore. Here you go. And in the manga here, Akashi doesn't look sad about it. They're in your hands, Captain Akashi. Now that panel, though, where he says right and his head's turned. It's like, if Akashi had a problem with it, I wish he would have spoke up. If he did have a problem with it, if he said, I don't think that this is right, or I'm not ready. If he really thought that, I think he should have spoke up, regardless, and let them make another third year the captain. But if he was like, no, I can do it, and really believed in himself that he could, I guess that's different. But I get why Nishimura stepped down, but it's still kind of like, you want Nishimura to stay around, even if he's not captain, to keep a leash on this group, right? And then there's Haizaki. Yep. Haizaki in there with them. Mm-hmm. And so then we see, yep, the two of them playing. And it works out. Oh, and this is where they go get ice cream afterwards, right? And that's where he gives her the stick with the winner on it. Uh-huh. This boring little guy played so amazing. No matter how cool he was in the game. It's not that I like him. Yep. Less than an hour later, she was head over heels in love. Oh, no. So it actually did start with her seeing him play at the game and being excited about it. But she called him a boring little guy. And the moment he gave her the ice cream stick, it was over. I'm like, why should we be surprised? Okay. Don't tell me you haven't accepted Kuroko yet, Midorima. Nonsense. He earned our respect a while back. Mine and Murasaki Bars and the rest of the upperclassmen, too. Then what's the problem? Kise realizing his potential sooner than most. It's just that simple. There's something that worries me naturally about what you said recently. Is Kise's position already filled? Yep, talking about Haizaki. Kise will be a starter soon. Yep. Haizaki doesn't measure up to Kise's potential and growth. And Nishimura will be our extra guy. At that point, the position of small forward will become a strength. Interesting. Yep, and his bad attitude has gotten him into too much trouble lately. The other day, he got in a fight with a kid from another school. Oh, now see, I don't think that was mentioned in the anime. I don't think they mentioned that in the anime, that he got in a fight with a kid from another school. Yeah, I mean, he served his purpose. I'll be recommending he quit the club. And that's Midorima. Like, Midorima's face where he's like, Akashi's usually cool-headed and kind. And his undeniable talent makes him a popular member of the club. But now and then I get a glimpse of something colder in his eyes. Like he's a completely different person. Which one is the real Akashi? Well, they both are. The answer is that they both are. They're both Akashi. Akashi can be kind and considerate and then have tendencies to be cruel and heartless. They are both Akashi. They are all Akashi. I mean, I don't think, though, based on the audio drama, I feel like Akashi didn't like Haizaki from the start. Now, knowing he's had fights with people outside of the court, like, and has beat someone from other team up. Yeah, if I'd known that, it'd been like, okay, that seems like grounds that you'd want to suspend them and not let them play on the team. But to tell him to quit, I do think, on the one hand, I totally see where Akashi's coming from, being like, this guy is bad news. He's fighting with other people. He's setting a bad example. He doesn't come to practice. Mwah. At least Almine skipping practice, he wasn't causing fights with other schools. Like, knowing that makes more sense now. But I do feel like it does say something to Nijimura's character that he tried to connect with Haizaki, whereas Akashi's like, nope, lost cause, bye. He served his purpose is a very cold line. Like, it's basically saying you're only as good as long as we need you, and then we discard you. Like, it's a cold line. And then Haizaki quit the team. And then that's when Kuroko sees him. Yep. And then Kuroko asking how he really feels. The world's not all puppies and rainbows. There are some real bad dudes and some scary ones. Don't feel sorry for anything. I hope you punks on the team still make it out in one piece. What foreshadowing! What foreshadowing! Oh my god. Stop picking on Kise-kun. What? I love it. I love someone calls out the mangaka for picking on Kise and like giving him the short end of the stick. And he's like, what are you talking about? That's great. Like, I can't lose. And then that's, of course, Akashi's the one like, I can't lose there, right? Okay. That's just how it is. Yep. And then everybody's kind of like, well, he wasn't really around to begin with, and he was kind of aggravating. Oh. And Nijimura, we're not here to make friends in this club. We're teammates, but at the same time, we're competing against one another. Someone had to get kicked off the bench for you to earn a seat. So, of course, that guy's going to lose his spot when he starts playing sloppy. Oh. Anyone with so much time to reflect had better start running laps. Interesting. So Nijimura kind of got over it. Okay, so Nijimura was like, that was Akashi's decision. Whatever. That's interesting that Nijimura was okay with Haizaki leaving and didn't say anything. Interesting, because he's like, well, you're the captain. This is your call. Okay. And then we meet the head coach. Shirogane, yep. And there he is. Oh, Kuroko's saying, like, he seems so much nicer. No, not at all. Nothing can kill you when you're young. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. As strict as an ogre. Oh. Nijimura has performed admirably for this team. Yep. We're switching captains, and replacing Nijimura will be Seijiro Akashi. Wow, Akashi looks really good in that panel. That's like one of the best he's ever looked, but he looks so much older and more mature in that panel. That's kind of insane. Wow, that's like my favorite panel of Akashi so far. Like the side for, how is it that Fujimaki has struggled with side profiles this entire series, and the best one he's done is for Akashi? What? For real. Everything we do is in pursuit of victory. Okay. And then, yeah, it's also really sad that Akashi doesn't hang out with any of them. It's just like, you wish that he would have hung out with them more, and maybe that would have changed some things if he had been with them. Okay. And then that's when Midorima says that he's like not like Akashi. He's not as rich, right? And then that's when he's like, you should eat while walking, buzz off. Like, Midorima's just the kind of guy who's got to do everything by the book, and Murasaki Bara's a much looser dude. They never see eye to eye, but it's gotten worse lately. I know why, because recently those two have been playing incredibly. Yeah, so they got more talented, and that's the whole thing Nijimura was talking about, was like that inner competition, like just competing against one another. Yep, they're not meshing. Wow, the coach is saying they're not meshing together as a team. That you actually noticed that. Wow, look at that. Mm-hmm. And then Midorima and Murasaki Bara fighting. Okay. And Nijimura says, we'd better do something. No, let it play out. And that's when Kuroko steps in. Okay. And then that's when they get on the teams. Yep. We got to show them how teamwork can win the day. Uh-huh. And that's when they played that way. Okay, to show them how it's done. All right. And then Kise and Almine fighting over Kuroko is hilarious. I love it. And it's them fighting that shows Midorima and Murasaki Bara just how pointless it was. They're like, wow, were we looking as pathetic as them? Let's stop it. Okay. And then, Akashi says the problem's solved. And Nijimura's like, is it really? I like that. He's like, is the problem really solved, or is this just a temporary band-aid? Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then everybody playing. Yep. This guy can't be stopped. It feels like I can't lose. And there's that seeping in, that darkness. Oh no, why? Oh. Wow, Nishimura looks amazing. He's got the rainbow. He's got the rainbow wristband. Yes, yes. Lions to the rabbit. Oh, ooh. I like that chapter title. Nishimura looks great there. I love that. All right. Oh my God. The mangaka drawing the darkness seeping in around Almine-kun. Oh no. Oh. And then Kuroko gets him out of it, where he's spacing out. Oh, and Tetsu. Okay. I'm people watching to train my misdirection. Yep, and that's when Momoe, she's got the crush on him now. So, of course, she's like all about him. Mm-hmm. Yep, as he's people watching everything. I'm not going to push you into talking, but when you're ready to talk, please do so. Oh, man. Like telling Almine, like, you can talk to me whenever you want to. It's going to be okay. Okay. And then them all walking off together. Okay. So everybody playing. And then Murasaki Bara. Yep. An amazing team. Okay. And Sonata's the name of the assistant captain. Even Akashi in second years just seem perfect as players. Beyond middle school level, it's the strongest team we've had. But it's the opposite. They're not perfect. They're still developing. Their potential is scary. A rare lineup of pure talent. And our experienced third years make for a deep bench. And we've got a manager who excels at scouting and a sixth man. This team cannot lose. It's not confidence, it's assurance. Wow, yeah, just, there's just, oof. And then I like seeing the coach with them so much because I felt like in the anime we didn't see him as often with them. But he's like, be like lions to the rabbit. Whoever your opponent may be, fight with all you have. It's common courtesy. Wow. So, okay. So the coach's mentality was, in fact, like, give it all you've got no matter what. Show no mercy. Like, fight as hard as you can. It's common courtesy. Uh-huh. And then Nijimura and all of them on the bench. Interesting. And then there they go. Wow. And then, go out there and fool them, good buddy. Aw, and then Kuroko and them. And then with the fist bump, they would have stunning victories in every game. Securing a slot in all middle. Oh! Nice. And that's Hayazaki there, right? Chapter 214. Okay, so the starting lineup. It wasn't all smooth sailing. This part of the story begins the day after the first qualifier game. Okay. So, TEIKO, all right, made it that far. Okay. This was Tetsu's first official game, and he's so excited, like he has the same happy face that he had earlier. Uh-huh. I have a suggestion. The team is strong. The school is strongest the school's ever been, even taking the upperclassmen into consideration. Once a given victory is all but assured, it's increasingly obvious our motivation drops. No matter what the opponent is, it's common courtesy to show them our best. I'd like to impose a quota. The number might change, but each of you should score 20 points per game. Why not? Sounds like fun. It sounds annoying. I don't know if a quota was the answer, right? I don't know if a quota was the answer. Because it's like, yeah, of course, when they think that every victory is all but assured, their motivation drops. And I appreciate ANGSTY saying, like, well, we should do what the coach says and do common courtesy. But I'm like, then have fun with it, right? I guess, play your all, but go back to team bonding and do more with that. The quota is just a bad idea. And Almine clearly doesn't like it. I'm not giving you the assignment because I want to. This motivation issue is clearer with you than anyone else. Because the whole team's morale drops when the scorer isn't devoted to scoring. See, I don't like that at all. No, because you can clearly tell Almine does not like this. And if Almine doesn't like it, then it's not going to make it better, right? And that's when Almine is like, I just got to put points on the board, huh? And it stops being fun. And Kuroko can clearly see that something is wrong with this. And I'm like, Akashi, if you're so good at knowing people, you clearly know this is not a good idea. I don't like that at all. And then, And then Almine won't answer his phone. He doesn't show up. In truth, he just skipped practice. Yep. And then that's when he starts talking to Ogawara about their ace. Oh. Yep. He loves basketball more than anyone, and he doesn't want to stop loving it. That's what makes a good teammate. Shigehiro Ogawara. And then there we go. Yep, all the shots. Him being blossomed, but why don't you look even a little bit happy? And then, he loves basketball, so there's something he craves more than anything, which is a rival, but he's not getting it. He's too strong now. Kaijou's over in America, not giving him what he can get, and that's when we have the backstory with Kuroko and the whole popsicle thing. Being like, I wouldn't want an opponent to hold back. Yep. And then Maurice Sakabar is yawning and everything. I like that Kise and Midorima throughout this whole thing, neither of them look, they still act about the same, which is nice, right? And then the two of them still fist bumping. We made it all middle summer. Oh my god. Ogiwara looks like a mixture of Kagami and Almine. Like a perfect mixture. What the fudge? The anime made him look a lot less like it, but the manga makes him look like it. Come on. Oh my god. And then there's he is with Kuroko. Let's do our best. Oh my god. Okay. So the basketball club's crazy. This is great. Keep it up. All right. And then, he's excited. I'm practicing my butt off for... Oh my god, he looks like Kagami and Almine together. What the heck is this? What? And then Kuroko's just passing out, But Nishimura's still there. That's so interesting. But he hasn't graduated yet. Like, it all goes downhill after he graduates, but... Okay. We're getting a flood of newspaper interviews. It's attracting more attention than ever. That's grounds for concerns as well. We should be careful. Oh, well, at least they're somewhat self-aware, right? And then the gauntlets are thrown down, and it's the middle school basketball tournament. Yep. And then there's just everybody interviewing everyone. Oh my god, Nishimura blew a fuse last year. He doesn't do interview stuff. Oh my god, that's actually hilarious. And there's Ogiwara. Oh. Oh. Kuroko has a type. He very much has a type. Ogiwara, Aomine, Kagami, he has a major type. Yep, for sure. Oh my goodness. That's funny, the rice on his face. We're not going to stop till we win. Okay. The stands are packed on the first day. Oh, wow. The mood's heavier. And Kise being actually nervous. Feeling the pressure. Winning was a requirement. Most of the crowd expected nothing less. Losing would be unacceptable. Even struggling would be unthinkable. For the strongest team out there, the pressure to win was unimaginable. Whether you're a champ or a nobody, the pressure can weigh on you. And see, I feel like it's the main problem is TEIKO and that whole mentality of you have to win no matter what, because it's such a unrealistic expectation, right? It's unrealistic, and I feel like some of my friends were talking about this, like in raising, we were talking about like kids in high school and stuff. I feel like my coworkers and I were talking about there's such a pressure with this current generation with a lot of parents that like they're afraid to let their kids fail. That we were talking about this because I deal with a lot of kids that are just right out of high school, and there's this pressure for them to not fail. They have to be perfect. And I'm like, when I grew up, like you failed. Sometimes you fail and it sucked. And I mean, like, I felt that pressure too. My parents were like, you can't make bad grades, you can't do anything. But sometimes it just happens. And then you got to like figure out what to do after that. But to have a constant pressure of not being able to fail, like, is, of course it would destroy you in the end. Of course it would break you in the end. Like, how could it not, right? And then, yep, my body feels so sluggish today. It was an easy victory. And then I like that we're going more with the games of Nijimura, like him playing still. All right. And then there we go. This year was way tougher than expected. Okay. Oh, and then there's Kamazaki from the guy from the middle school that they completely obliterate in the next game. Yep. Oh, man. Sorry. Chapter 2:16. Oh, I like this. I like the little shot of Kise playing with the broom. That's cute. I like that. Don't hold back. Yep. This sign was ranked dead last. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. And then the spare laces. Oh, with Ogiwara. Yep. His laces broke, which is bad luck. The two players are twins. Interesting. We never got... That was interesting. I wanted to see that. It's like Inarizaki from IQ. I want to see a game played in basketball with twin players. That would be fun. Why didn't they show us that? And then that's the point where Aomine goes past them like they completely gave up. Oh, now don't draw his face like that. Don't draw Aomine's face like that. Please stop. No. No. Fujimaki, stop. Stop. With the darkness coming in. I'm never going to find what I'm looking for. Oh, no. The only one who can beat me is me. With his friend from school. Oh my God, no! No! And then he just gets depressed about it. Oh. Oh! And that's Midorima's like, I never imagined his bad luck would come in this form. That's what the bad luck was. It wasn't winning the game. It was losing his friend and losing his hope. Oh my God, Midorima, why didn't you give him a lucky item? Yep. Okay. This came to a shock as Kuroko as well. He won't be able to overcome it quickly. Yeah, you did return his fist bump. You didn't return his fist bump, and he's going to hold a grudge against you for the next 3 years. Okay. We may have to bench Aomine, and should it come to that, I'll speak with him back at the hotel. And then he finds out that his friend didn't make it. Oh, man. And then, yeah, Almine's just, that totally changed him. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Almine's like, fine, I'll just score points, whatever. There's something reckless about all of this. The bigger problem, yep, is that Kuroko's messed up with it. Yep. And they got in the semifinals. 51 points on the board, Almine. Despite the tense atmosphere, TEIKO continued to win until the last game. Yep, the final match of the tournament. Oh, twins! There's the twins! They're the ones, I guess, they're the ones that beat Ogiwara's team. What is this? What is this? Cornered in an unexpected way. What is this? Is this the extended part? Battling twins, Basil? Twins? What? What? Time to go. Oh, I like Midorima playing the piano, just like we see in the extras. Nice. And Murasakibar and Akashi there. Okay. The final game against the twins. Yep. All right. I'll be scoring as many threes as possible. Now he's like, no, nothing really to say. And Murasakibar just wants snacks. And Kise's like, there's nothing unifying about anything with that. Kise always... I love that that's why Kise thrives so much at Kaijou, because they are a team, and that's what Kise has always wanted. He's wanted that unity, and they give him that unity, and it's beautiful, and I love it. Yes, please. Okay. We're all capable of winning. That's the one goal we have in common. Oh. We won't do anything about Almine. Trying to cheer him up or encourage him would have the opposite effect. I like Nijimura says, I'm sure coach said all that, but I wonder. Okay. Those same wild, reckless plays, but he's sharper than ever. It doesn't make sense. Okay. And the twins. What's their story? There's barely any intel on them. There's nothing extraordinary about their stats. Really, if Amoy's lacking intel on them, they must be going to great lengths to stay hidden, or there's nothing special about them besides being twins. Interesting. Okay. Oh. I didn't hit him that hard. Ooh, are they kind of Hanamiya-ish? A little bit? They're picking up all these fouls. He did that on purpose. Ah, they are like Hanamiya. Interesting. They're tricking. Wow. Okay. Wow. And then Kise gets a technical. Interesting. They're not especially fast, just good at judging distance. Drawing a foul is a skill. The twins are more dangerous than your average player. Okay, all right. These twins drawing fouls. Interesting. They benched Kise. And the pace dropped to a snail's crawl. Wow. So this is the finals, right? For the first time in the tournament, TEIKO fell behind. What? Really? Okay, and Almine has 4 fouls. Wow. His reckless style is getting the better of him. Almine, don't go anywhere yet. And this is where the coach has the conversation with him. Okay. Interesting. And then did Kuroko stay back to listen to the conversation? We'll be relying on their strength, Almine's and Kuroko's. And Midorima was like, really? Okay. I want to apologize. I realized you possessed incredible potential and that you loved the game more than anyone. But I realized you would end up like this once your potential was realized. I knew, but I said nothing. I couldn't say anything. Rather than show concern for your feelings, the desire to see where your talent would lead won out. This isn't about making excuses, because no matter what, nothing I could say would make things different. Every basketball player comes up against a wall and trouble sooner or later. Most of the issues are because they're lacking something, but I've never met someone whose problem was being too good like you. There's no coach who can solve that problem. Fundamentally, a coach exists to elevate players. We can't take away your talent. Despite everything, don't let your talent go to waste. I'm not talking about winning today's game. This is for your sake, your future. Your problem is not one that'll be resolved quickly or easily, but the opportunity will arise someday. Don't throw it all away. I'm not saying you'll definitely succeed if you keep trying, but if you give up, you've got no chance at all. I borrowed your saying. Look at his face. Look at Amine's face in that bottom where he's like, yeah. He's like, I told Kuroko not to give up and to not be a waste. And here I am throwing it all away. Fine. I don't think I'll ever be back to normal. But I still want to win. That's still in me. Oh. That breaks my heart when he says he doesn't think he'll ever be back to the way that he was. That breaks my heart. That's so sad. And then Kuroko. I thought Kuroko maybe was listening to Amine, but he wasn't. He called his friend, and his friend was like, we'll face you next year. Don't give up. And then he's like, the twins, they're the ones that knocked us out of the game. So get revenge for me. That's petty of you, Ogawara. Oh, but I'll do my best. And then Amine, we gotta win this thing. Oh, in the second half, let me play. Huh. This is the first time ever, naturally. I look for Dorma. All right. Give him hell for the second half. All right. And that's it. And that's it. Oh my God. And that's it. Okay. Okay. Damn. Wow. Okay. Well, wow. That breaks my heart, right? It breaks my heart to pieces because they... And I know that it's not... I give Akashi a hard time for the whole quota thing. It's a bad idea. I don't like the quota at all. I think it was always a bad idea. I will never think that it was a good choice. But because it kind of started this spiral. And I guess you could argue that Amine was probably eventually going to blossom anyway and run up into this wall. The thing that I hate the most is that no one heard what the coach said to Amine. Nobody heard the coach give him that speech so that they could remind Amine about it. That's the problem. Amine hearing that speech, I mean, the coach's speech was good. He's like, you know, the coach still wants them to win. Teiko's whole mindset is the biggest problem in all of this, that they only have to win, and if they lose, it's like the end of the world because these are middle schoolers, right? You're affecting their brains with all of that. And so there's always that being a problem, but I appreciated the coach being like, look, just don't let your talent go to waste. Like, still, you'll face someone eventually that will give you a challenge. So don't squander what you have now when you're just not getting that instant gratification of finding your rival yet. It'll happen. You'll get there, you know? And I'm surprised no one mentioned him going abroad, but they probably didn't want to because he probably would have gotten on a plane and left third year to go to America if that were the case, right? So it just feels like the saddest thing about it all is that Kuroko is really the only one who noticed Amine, him and Momoy. Kuroko and Momoy were the only ones that really noticed his depression and struggle develop, and they didn't know what to do. Nobody heard what the coach said to reinforce it later when it was needed to be reinforced. So that's just, it sucks so much. It sucks a lot. And I'm like, ugh, I hate it. So yeah, damn. I like that we get more with the twins. That's interesting. The twins in the finals are interesting. We're getting a little bit more Nijimura. That's interesting. There wasn't a whole lot that was different in this volume. I do want to say that I do appreciate that Akashi, we get more of him. The way he's presented in the manga is very favorable, and I like that. I think so far, Akashi's big blunder has been the quota and the idea that that's our motivation. And the thing about it is, you could say that it's kind of just a result of Akashi's, you know, his nature at this point, because Akashi doesn't hang out with people. He doesn't do team bonding. He doesn't go hang out with them or do anything like that. So he doesn't know how it works. So rather than the solution be, hey, let's use the power of the Nakama, and it's like, no, what if we just made this like a job? where it's not something we do for fun anymore. It's a job and a requirement. And that's not why Almine plays. He does it for fun. And to make that fun into something that's required, he's suddenly like, oh, okay. And it makes him feel like he's being used, which the coach wasn't using him. But then, of course, we all know how this goes when the coach leaves. But I hate that. That line, I may never be back to normal again, breaks my heart into 1,000 pieces and makes me want to cry my eyes out. Because it's just so sad. Because we know that even now when Almine is in a better place, he's still not back to the way he was before. And he may never be. And it's so freaking sad. But yeah, oh my gosh. This is the longest I've talked about these volumes. I'm super excited to hear what you all thought about these down below. We're finally to TEIKO. I'm not ready for the next volume set, that's for sure, because next volume set's going to be pure pain. Yay. Nope, not ready for that. But what can we do? So, in the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'll be back to be in a wonderful state for volumes 25 and 26 of Kuroko's Basketball. Bye.